Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm back. I'm back. I had an injury, so I couldn't even trade. Injury on my hand, so my hand gets sore. I'm gonna have to get going in a little bit. So this might not be a long stream, but I'm gonna try to take a trade today to see where we can get. I'd like to see these lows hit here on NQ, but I want to see if what price wants to do. Do we want to retrace all the way back up here, accumulate and sell off? Do we want to hit this order block and continue to sell off here? I don't know. Nothing's really that clear to me yet. Got these relative equal lows here that I'm paying attention to. This high right here. So what we had happen, we traded up. Oh man, it's not loaded. There we go. What we had happen is that price traded up higher this morning. Took out this buy side from here. Shifted down lower. We had the sell side here. We had it here. We had SMT right here. At the 910 macro. Well, 859.10 macro. Then we shifted down lower. Continued towards this low based on the SMT. Hitting this fair value gap. Move down lower. Hit this low. Continued the bearish order flow here from this fair value gap. Down into this range. And then we just consolidated here. Leaving these relative equal lows down within this area. Market opens. We pull back into this range. Question is, do we take out these early sellers and then get something within here, some consolidation with a nice price action move here, something like this maybe, or even like this, even better, should not come up above this high, and then we trade down lower. That's possible. I want to pay attention to that. I know we do have news coming out soon, so in 10 minutes we have news coming out, and then also at 10 a.m. So 9:45 and 10 a.m. we have news today. And then we also have news at 12:10 when Powell speaks. So maybe we get a consolidation this a.m. But we'll see, you know? You never know what price tells us. If it tells us it wants to go somewhere and it's clean, then maybe I'll take advantage of the opportunity. But it really just depends. So I want to pay attention to this fair value gap and these down close candles, if those act as an order block, or if we do just trade back down below this low. So I'd be interested if we traded down below this low, hit this order block here, bullish SMT of some sort, we could possibly trade back up into this range, but we need to see that taken out first. I'm not really too interested if we come into here and then buy up. I'd rather see this low taken and then a buy up with a nice inversion there. That'd be ideal for me. Kind of like how I did it yesterday. Go back over to yesterday. Looking at this area here, when we came down into this area, consolidated, came down once more. Here, when we stayed higher here, that was a good sign, and then continued up on through. Because you also had an end log right there too. So based on this lower time frame, 30-second. We had this inversion here, where we closed this inversion there, and then continued up on through into this area. So it was a pretty nice move yesterday. Today, just giving us nice consolidation. Not really giving us anything clear yet. So the buy yesterday was pretty good. Buy right down here. So consolidated was then drawn down a little bit. I took a turtle soup entry and we shifted up higher. Consolidated. Try to catch another trade within here. Let's go to a 30-second. I was looking at this here. Go long once more. Never gave me anything good. Came back break even. Decided not to get into it. Waited for something better. Came down, hit the end log again. Shifted. Retested long within here. And then longed up to these highs. Which is where I closed the trade. And then that was it for the day. Right now, there's still nothing clear. Yes, we hit this high, but it's still not the best setup. Still nothing really that clear to me. So we got this end log again. We could come to these lows. I'd want to see how this 5-minute close. Well, it's going to close like this probably. But the next 5-minute. Let's see if it comes up once more or not. I also never marked up the opening range here. We might be at the 25%. Oh yeah, we're above it. Let's see how we hold this. I'm honestly curious. Yeah, so it's bouncing back and forth. High, low, we get the lows down here. 1 hour order block that we're hitting. We have these highs up here. Let's see, it could just rip, you know, it doesn't need to keep coming down. Measure this wick here as well. We didn't quite hit 50% of that wick, so that's there as well. How bearish this is looking here. I think we're still moving lower, to be honest. 12-hour inversion. And we're getting SMT at these wicks here. Yeah, this looks like it wants to go. Oh, we never hit this low here in ES either. It's a crucial low here in ES. Personally, I want to look for sells today. We just had a higher high made here, lower high there. Still nothing I really want to participate in yet. We just closed bearish here. We're looking like we're going to trade down lower down into here now. But I'd want to wait for more information. It's based on this closure. It looks like we could trade down lower. But I don't want to risk that. How many points do we need? I'm not taking this trade, but I'm just looking at this here. That's not A+ to me. It's really not, especially before the news. But this is something I'd be interested in. Oh, yeah, we just hit this high. Yeah. We'll see. Wouldn't mind seeing one more shot higher, though. One more shot higher. Better inversions would be nice. You gotta notice this trade here. We hit the high, already bearish, which we already determined. So we have a higher high there. We hit liquidity already. We inversed the 30-second. That was down here. So we inversed this 30-second. That was bearish. Closed down below 25% of that opening range. We have targets here, we have targets here, and also down here that we were looking at earlier. We have a higher high here, going higher, making lower highs here. This is obviously bearish. So that's why I was anticipating the sell-off to happen. But we could come right back into this range if it really wants to. But I was not in this one. I was not in this one at all. We're still moving higher here. Staying lower there. That's still a good sign for bearish continuation. Look at that pullback there on the 1 minute wick. Just instantly. That was like an instant pullback right there. Like, this looks like it's about to melt. It's giving me like a lot of confirmations that it wants to sell off now. Looks like we're going to get a 15-second inversion here. Yes, we just did. Wait, was there even an inversion? Yeah. Look at this 5-second for value gap there. Let's see how that plays out. Nah. Paying attention to this 5-minute for value gap here. That's how we close down into it. Now we're pulling back and we're tapping this NWOG now. We're continuing to bounce off this NWOG here. Higher highs, lower high there on the wick. Yeah, this is bearish to me. I don't want to trade the news, but man, this does look good for a short. Like I said, highest probability. Maybe one more tap there. Real high that just rips right up on in. I haven't taken anything yet. Real high that just rips right on in. Staying lower here. Staying lower there. I'm just curious to see what happens here in the next little bit. Okay, now we're breaking up. We got 3-minute order block we have here. Now I'm seeing bullish SMT breaking up now. That's why I wasn't like taking this, even though it did look bearish when we were down there. Let's see what this really wants to do. It's not high probability. If you look at this on a 15-minute, okay, where's the liquidity? We got liquidity here. We already hit it. We got liquidity here and here. We haven't hit it yet. We have liquidity here. We taken out. So that's why I want to have a short bias. Exactly. See how it's just coming right back in, trading right back down. That's what these conditions fucking do to you. $38 seconds left in this 5-minute candle. Where's this thing want to close? Still came up higher here, lower here. Internal liquidity there. Gun to my head. That high is likely to stay intact if we're going to keep going lower towards these lows. These are just hard conditions, to be honest. We're at a discount, 1, 2, 3, but we're also bearish. Higher time frame. The higher time frames do tend to take over. Look at all those equal lows there on YM as well. You grab another cup of coffee. I'll be right back. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Alright, I'm gonna mute myself. I gotta watch some videos here. Okay, guys, we just got that news that just came out. Market's obviously pumping up. That's why I do not get in the market before the news like this. It's a pretty nice move up to the midnight level. Does it reach up above this swing point from the pre-market or not? That's the question now. If we really get up and above this area, with more strong closures, we need to see this 5-minute close very bullish. We got 4 minutes left, so we'll see what happens in the next 4 minutes. If it does pull back, we could look for a sell, but if this really does keep closing bullish, I wouldn't be opposed to seeing a continuation up to 50% of this opening range, and possibly up towards these highs, because we did take out these swing lows here. Notice how we did come down below these lows, and then we traded back up. So we could see what happens there. I don't know if that's likely or not. It really just depends on what this market starts to tell us. 4 minutes, about to close very bullish. Let's see, we're back up above that pre-market high here. Yesterday highs are right here. An alert there. These are yesterday's highs. Let's see what happens after these yesterday's highs right there. Think we're moving down or up? Let's see. Oh, we're moving up, baby. Let's take this off. Okay, I see you. So lower low, higher low. It's bullish SMT. This could really start moving up now. Yeah, this just be a second distribution leg. Right back. So I wouldn't get my hopes up with this little movement here. It's not even a big deal. Okay. Okay, NASDAQ. Getting a little bit rippy on us. What's a 5-second looking? 5-second order flow here. Oh yeah. She's using 5-second order flow. So we hit out that high in the previous day. Right here. So we said liquidity, that's number one. Higher time frame PD array. Obviously this fair value gap up here. Not the fair value gap, but the liquidity. We're just into this range here. Internal liquidity from this range. So yeah, we just busted through that order block there. The 1 hour candle just opened. Notice how there's no wick on this 1 hour candle because that news was so strong here. Which is wild because like the PMI wasn't even that low. It wasn't even that off. Like it's not even that big of a deal. This thing's moving, dude. I'm not interested in anything in this unless we really get a nice pullback down. There we go. Let's train on up. Big three, trade it on up into this for value gap, into there. Trading into here. The question is, does it really just want to pull back now? Is this the Judas swing from the news that we had? Are we going to inverse this 1 minute now to start trading lower? It's possible. Bearish SMT at the highs now. We inverse this 1 minute here. Now we're just selling off. After we have bearish SMT. We're just completely selling off now. Very clean. Sell off to the downside. I don't usually like taking trades like that. Just right up in the premium like this, but 20-point move there. Might go for a 41 move, 41 points or so. But yeah, any of this is free game now. Let's close down below this inversion. Likely to keep selling off. See if it comes back to this area or not. Yeah, because I'm paying attention that we did hit this high. We never came down to this low here. The relative equal low is lower. Came up into this premium. We're already bearish. This could be a second distribution leg here. Just nice consolidation. Take out the internal stops. And then more of a continuation down. This for value gap from into here. Personally, I don't like to trade that quick of an area here. But based on this inverse, using this for value gap, I would like to see this continue down lower. That's just me personally. We're coming back up above this high here, not here, so it's bearish SMT. So this for value gap, I'd be interested in watching sell off. Leaving this as a potential breakaway gap up within here. So this could be the last point where we see it go to before completely selling off. Got 30 seconds left. This could be left as a wick of some sort. Break higher, break lower, break market structure. Bearish SMT there. And that's why I don't take it. How far down did I go? That opened down 21 points. Let's close up above this inversion. If we were bullish, we'd want to see what happens there. But I'm not bullish. Not even a little bit. I'd love to see either ES or NQ hit this high and then give us another inversion to go short. But it's gonna take some time, you know. It'll be clear when it presents. I personally don't think this is going to go bullish. It very much could. It very much could. So we're going to close very high here on NQ. This 15-minute, we're going to close very high here. Let's see. Does the next 15-minute poke the high, stay lower here and here? Okay, we stayed higher here, here. Stayed lower here. Let's see what happens now. Holy shit, she's rocketing up. Maybe I am wrong today, and she is going to go bullish. That'd be unique. Yeah, let's see if that 2-minute inverses this or not. I'd like to see this 50% hit first. Right there. Doesn't need to be, but I'd like to see it. See, one more leg up to this high here. Maybe not. Maybe we don't get it. Maybe it just inverses this, and then we trade lower from here. But I don't really like that inverse, though. Wait for some a little bit more clear. So there's wicks on all of it besides NQ. I wonder how much higher NQ would go if we break through this. Let's say not above that high. We go here. Rejection block. I wonder if this is gonna soup it. I wonder if that was a soup it or not. We got bearish SMT already. So damn strong though already. That's the hard part. Question is where it's going. I don't like picking tops, but I'd say this is a potential soup in my opinion. Now we have the propulsion block there. We never hit the 50%. We never hit the 50% there, so we didn't even soup it. Wow, it's actually surprising. We didn't even soup it, dude. Wait for that area to be tapped right there. See what happens. Let's see. We hit that high here. We stayed lower here. We have no wick on this 5 minute down here. I would like to see this get inversed and come back down lower. Because we've been straight up since the news. I want to see what wants to happen in this area now. Like if it wants to move lower or not. So we have 50% of that opening range there. want to watch this area now. Does it start to fold over or does it not? This thing's still looking a little bit strong. We'll see how it plays out. I want to see if this wants to get inversed at all. I took one short position on the Top Step X account. So we'll see how this plays out here. Might hit us out, but that's fine. Looks like it's going to. I wanted that to be just a soup and then a back in. But we'll see. Get the rejection block up here. That was a riskier trade. That's why I didn't take it on this TradeOvate account that I have here. Yeah, we're probably going to reach up now to this high. That's why I like to wait for that inverse, but... See, we took out this internal high. There was just so much strength behind that one. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Might happen later. Probably not going to happen now. Best to just stay on the sidelines, to be honest. Shit is crazy, man. This 30 minutes that close so big, too. Came up above this high here, so higher high, lower high. Well, obviously, the train just looks like it's moving higher, so I mean, that is what it is. Okay, rejection block, we just hit. There we go, busted right through it. Boom. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Let's go. I was looking for that to be like a turtle soup entry on one of the eval accounts. It wasn't high probability, which is fine. It's all good. Yeah, there's a lot of fucking strength behind this one here. I have to give it some time for anything matures. We might reach this end log up here. Bitcoin's ripping today. Ethereum's ripping today. Alts are ripping today. Yeah, but let's see what we get here. GPU down 10%. This thing could really start selling off again and consolidating here for a while. Use half your money so easily in this. Alright, I'm going to look for one more trade in a little bit, but I'm going to get going. I got to put on some other videos and stuff before. But take it easy, guys. I love y'all. Peace out. Not financial advice.